I recently won a 2016 Ford Mustang EcoBoost at an auction for a price of $7,400. What's up, YouTube? My name is Lawrence and I am a TURO host. The Mustang that you just saw is part of my 9-car fleet. I recently just got it from the auction for about $7,400 was the winning bid price, and out the door price was about $8,100. It wasn't all pretty like that. I just got out of the body shop. It was actually on the passenger side. The door was actually smashed in, and the front fender and the quarter panel was also damaged. I did pay up to, I want to say I'm about $12K in, getting everything all backed to normal condition. The door cost me about $600. It was $300 for the actual door and about $200 and some change for shipping from eBay, from a Detroit seller. So that door is from Detroit. The front fender was from AutoFit, and that costed about $180. It was brand new, it just needed to be painted. And the rear view mirror as well, passenger mirror, was $60, and it's from AutoFit, and that was also brand new and not painted. And the quarter panel was from a junkyard called Brothers, and I paid about $342. So with all that and labor from the body shop cost about $2,158. And then you got tax, title, and registration. That's going to cost me about $600 to $700. And I am about, in total, with getting everything fixed, it will come out to about $12K. Now, this car it's a clean title. It has 80,000 miles, and it is a 2016 Ford Mustang EcoBoost. It is fully loaded, and no check engine light. Everything's running good. I am going to be driving it for a week to make sure everything's good, and I'm going to do some finishing touches if anything needs to be tuned or anything like that. But everything so far has been good. I drove it all the way from Austin to where I am, which is about 2 hours drive, and it did perfect. It's like new. So yeah, I got this car way under value. If I was to sell it, I looked it up on Kelley Blue Book. Private seller comes out to about $22,000. I looked it up on Offroad, Facebook Market, cars.com, all these other different car platforms, CarMax, dealerships. And I am seeing this car at about 80,000 miles to 100,000 miles. The average price is going from $19,000 all the way up to $23,000 in my market in Texas. So technically I could flip this car and get pretty much 200% return on investment. I'll get the $12,000 back with an additional almost $12,000 on top of that. So, but I plan on keeping it on TURO. I am hoping I can keep it on there for about 4 years. I've had 2 cars that I had on the platform for 4 years, putting 20K miles a year. And I usually sell my cars at 160,000. So this is at 80K. So if I was to do 4 years, 20K per year, that will be about 160,000. And then I sell this car. So I am estimating I'm going to shoot on the low end, try to make 1,500 to 2,000 a month for a whole year. That's about 18,000. Times that by 4 years, that's going to be 72,000. So paying $12K for this car in total, and the plan is to keep it for 4 years and get $72,000 out of it, and then sell it 4 years from now, maybe for like $8,000 to $10,000. Because the price, I don't know how the depreciation, the rate of this car, how fast it's going to depreciate. It is fully paid off, clean title, and I am outbeating depreciation. Like I didn't get this on a loan. It is not brand new, and I bought it way underpriced. So I have access to auctions that's only available to dealerships, and I will reveal that information on how I did that later in later videos. If you like, subscribe, and share, follow my journey, I will release that information eventually. But technically, I am not buying cars like a regular consumer. I buy my cars, all my cars are all paid off. I am debt free. And that's how I run my TURO business. So I don't have to worry about making sure my cars can make their monthly car note and full coverage insurance. No, all my cars are liability insurance and no car note. So the profits is a higher margin compared to approaching it the leveraging debt way, the Robert Kiyosaki way, which I'm not saying it's the wrong way. My preference is just to approach it in a debt-free way. And so this Mustang, which I bought it way undervalued, probably $12K, that's about half the value that a regular consumer would pay at a dealership for the exact mileage and the exact model. I am outbeating depreciation, so I don't have to worry about depreciation. And my return on investment, 72,000 from 12,000, that is 12, 24, 36, 58, 70. That's about, I'm just doing math in the top of my head. That's about 500% on return on investment in a 4-year span, if it goes what I'm projecting, what I'm guesstimating. And yeah, that's how my cars typically do. That's how I usually do with all my other cars. I don't buy it as a regular consumer. I go to auctions. I buy cars that have good car history and clean titles, because that's all that TURO accepts in their policy, and I rent them out. Since I don't have to have an upkeep with car notes and depreciation, I could set my prices way lower and undercut my competition. It makes the other hosts kind of mad. I've seen it in Facebook groups, but that's not my fault. You guys are leveraging debt. That's a different business model approach compared to mine. So it puts me in an advantage. And to me, any car rents out a lot if you price it right. And my cars, on average, based off the 4 years of collected data, different ranges of different models of cars, the average my cars are rented out is 22 days out of the month. And that's not even including like delivery fees or other fees that I charge that's added to my cash flow positive income, monthly income. So there's an advantage to how I'm with my business model, how I do it, and that's what I typically do. I go into auctions. I get cars that I prefer with the less damage, the better, right? And yeah, some cars I get, half the cars I got didn't really have any problems, just little minor cosmetic damages. So I was able to get it and throw it on the platform, TURO platform immediately. But for this car, it has the damages, and it took me about August, September, I would say about 2 to 3 months. I got it 3 months ago, and I left it at the body shop, and it was in the body shop for that long. And my body shop mechanic, he's a little different. He took about 3 vacations, and like I told him, take your time. And yeah, he gives me a really good price. I can't imagine how much it would cost to repair that if I went to like a big franchise such as Caliber Collision, or just at a dealership. I imagine I'd be paying 3 to 4 times more. And fortunately, I have the awesome resources I have, the mentor I have, the access I have. It's awesome. And yeah, so TURO has changed my life. I've been doing this for 4.5 years now. I am an all-star host. I am working on my power host status again. I had to kind of lost it because I'm in the military as well. I deployed, so I wasn't renting out my cars, and yeah, I should be getting it again because my TURO mentor, who helps me with the power host status, he is just telling me what to do. You just have to make about 3,000 plus a month in a consecutive amount of months. I think it's like 3 months, and then you get the power host status. And yeah, right now I'm an all-star host. My average rating is 5 stars, and yeah, I am just very excited for this car. I do Uber and Lyft on the side. I'm trying to make 20K from August 1st to January 1st, 2023 in 5 months. I'm trying to get 20K from those rideshare apps, Uber and Lyft. And I'm trying to buy at least 2 to 3 more cars to add to my fleet. And then once I reach that goal, I will be phased out the military. I get out in November, and I'm gonna be doing TURO full time. I am taking a leap of faith, and I find a lot of fulfillment in doing this. It gives me a lot of free time to do whatever I absolutely want to do. And I feel like life is just too short, so just do what you want to do. And to me, I want to make passive income so I can do things like raise my son and be in my son's life more, help out more at my church, and things like that, you know. And TURO is giving me that opportunity, and I've had my ups and downs with it, and now I am actually have a lot of momentum after 4 years. It's I say, if you want to do it, just start off with one car, and I don't suggest leveraging debt, taking out a car loan, but I understand the potential with that business model, and I've seen it work for other people. It's just, for me, with my preference, I like to limit the risk as much as possible, and the less debt, the zero debt, the better for you to weather slow seasons, take hits. If one or two, three cars are out for a few weeks, it wouldn't phase you. And that's how I approach it. And also another big factor is, like, since I pay like $12K for this car, if this car was to get stolen, or if it was to get totaled, TURO, as long as you follow the procedures correctly, take all your photos, verify your renter's driver license, you are insured, and they will give you the current value of the car. I had a car totaled last December from a Air Force active duty guy. He wrecked my 2015 Chevy Cruze. I got that at the auction for about $4,500, and insurance cut me a check for $9,000. So it was awesome. I had that car for about 6 months. It was making me money 6 months plus that check. So I was very positive on the ROI on that. So that's another advantage on how, with my business model, and it is the way to go. In my humble opinion, it is the way to go. And that's why I love Dave Ramsey. He is a big part of my journey. And I'm also a follower of Robert Kiyosaki. I'm like a hybrid between the two. I just mix both of their money ideology, philosophy together. So I pretty much leverage my own money to make more money versus leveraging debt to make money, or versus, just being out of debt and conservatively investing your money for long term. So I'm right in the middle of the two, and yeah, it is a blessing. As you can see, it's raining right now, and yeah, wow, I'm stuck. I was gonna get out the car, but yeah, I'll be uploading my TURO host experiences. I'm gonna start vlogging my day-to-day. Right now I'm doing it with Uber and Lyft, but eventually my channel, once I complete my 20K goal with Uber and Lyft, I will transition into vlogging, doing daily vlogs with TURO. So please subscribe, and my goal is to help spread awareness, and to help future hosts or current hosts, or even learn from other hosts, and just help each other grow. That is my goal. But until then, y'all be safe. Please comment if you want to elaborate on anything I've said. Like, share, subscribe, because that will help me grow. And y'all have a wonderful weekend. I will see y'all on the next video.